To start our show, we want to give a shout out to one Mark Dubby Dobbins. That's right. Make sure we get the W in there.
Yes, sir.
We've heard about Dobbins for years because he works with our dad at Pleasance Power
He used
Station.
to tell so many stories. It was always about Dobbins.
Heard about Dobbins forever. Then, of course, Phil Wilt, who was a schoolmate of ours.
Right, yeah.
He married Jennifer Dobbins, Mark Dubby Dobbins' daughter, and now they're an entire family. So Jen Wilt today was wishing her father a congratulations on his retirement. After 36 years at Pleasance Power, that is a coal-fired power plant, he is now going to retire. He's now moving on to a life without work every day, and we applaud him for that. But more than anything, we want to applaud him for being a Mountaineer fan. He has been for his entire life, and he will be until there is no more breath. And that's what we love about him. Whether he was cheering on Pat White or Darryl Talley, he never gave up on the old gold and blue.
That's right. And that's why this beer is for you.
This is for you. You've earned it.
Absolutely.
We appreciate the West Virginia woman, thank you, for bringing this to us. We're going to take one just for you.
Stories of Dobbins.
Congratulations. Let's go Mountaineers. We just drank our beers. All right, so here we are with Matthew McCullough, Matt McCullough, a.k.a. Kicker, a.k.a. Coach McCullough. He's joining the Raspy Voice Kids today because he's a Mountaineer, true blue, true golden blue. He's from Parkersburg, West Virginia, like the two of us.
Right.
Not only that, though, he didn't just kick for West Virginia. He also kicked for Fairmont State. And now he coaches kickers with his clinics and his camps. He's been very influential in so many different players' lives. He's been very important for the Mountain State. And so we want to welcome him to the show today. How are you, Matt?
Hey, I'm great, fellas. I appreciate you having me on. You guys got a good thing going here.
Well, thank you for having us. Thank you for being a friend. Thank you for being a friend of the Raspy Voice Kids. I do want to say one thing. One thing I need to get clear before we get too far into this interview. As I was looking through your biography, even though I've known you since I was in 8th grade or 9th grade, something like that, as I was looking through your biography, I noticed when you were talking about your recruiting process, you said that Pitt recruited you. Is that true?
You got it. Yeah, you got me, man. You got me.
Pitt recruited you. You felt the need to tell us that instead of being ashamed of that. But worse than that, you used a capital P when you spelled the word Pitt.
Whoa.
You know what? I stand corrected.
Yes.
All right, I'll give you that. I was listening to an episode. You are supposed to use the lowercase p.
Always.
I screwed up. Just slap me with a fine or something like that. Hope no jail time's involved.
No, this will just be a warning. This is just a warning, but we're glad that we have converted you to the hashtag never capitalize their name, hashtag lowercase p. It's very important. They do not deserve respect, certainly not from a Mountaineer.
You know what?
But you're forgiven.
And he played for the university.
Thank you. Now, in response to that, I will say, Pitt was the first lowercase p. They were the first school to actually recruit me, and that was the first letter that I ever received from a college coach.
Well, I can understand Sorry.
My father and I always joked, when I was growing up kicking and stuff, I started kicking at a young age, and he always said that if I was ever recruited by Pitt, that I was going to answer the phone, and then we were just going to hang up on him.
That's genius. Your father's a good man.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that's right. But we did end up going there and taking a look at the place. And it was at their old stadium, and let me tell you what, it was a dump. It was a dump. So
that's important to know because people get confused. Like somehow they think we're on the same level, but we're not. And they don't even have a stadium now. They have to use what somebody else gifts to them. So
I went and took a visit to WVU, and actually didn't get a chance to talk with Coach Nealon right away. I talked with Coach Donnie Young, and they said they wanted me there. They wanted me on the team, and that was the dream.
what was it like the first time you ran out of the tunnel at Mountaineer Field?
Well, I tell you what, let me back it up a few days prior to that, just to kind of give you the scenario of how that whole week was. That whole week, most freshmen don't dress. Most freshmen are on the sidelines during the game. They're maybe in a jersey, maybe in street clothes, or warm-up jacket, something like that. So, my roommate and I, we were trying to debate. We spent the whole week debating whether we were going to dress or not. And our special teams coach, he wasn't really our special teams coach. He was more like the babysitter of the kickers. They wanted to make sure we weren't off in the locker room, shooting pool.
Yeah, playing poker.
Getting in the hot tub during practice. So but he was the video coordinator. Coach Palooza, Coach P was his name. And we were asking him all week long, are we going to dress? Are we going to dress? He's like, I don't know, guys. So, what they had is the Friday before the game, if you were not on the travel squad, they posted a list, usually on Thursday night after practice. They had a list posted. If you were not on the travel squad, which was mostly the freshmen, maybe some redshirt freshmen, some walk-on guys that weren't on the 2 or 3 deep roster, you had to do a workout Friday before the game. If it was a home game, you worked out in the afternoon. If it was an away game, you worked out about 5:30 a.m. And here's the thing, it wasn't just your typical workout. It was the brutal workout. It was your workout that was probably more mentally taxing, or equally mentally taxing as well as physically taxing. So that was the first time I lost my lunch on Law School Hill. Was the Friday before that game.
That means you made it into a club, though, right?
I tell you what, I don't care how good a shape you're in. How many times you run that thing, it's brutal.
I believe it.
I mean, there's no preparing.
I walk up the steps in the fall when it's cold, and I'm just walking. Forget running up the hill in the heat of the summer. So I believe you.
It doesn't matter what time of the day it is. It can be morning. It can be afternoon. It sucks all the way around. Back to funny side story. We had a recruit. He was a scholarship player, freshman. I'm not going to mention his name.
Oh, you can give us a name. You can give us a name.
It's just us.
You know what? Well, here's the deal. I mean, this guy, we kept, we were all talking amongst ourselves, all the players, and we're like, man,
what year is this? Can you tell us what year it is?
This is 2000.
So you're 2000. Right? Okay.
And, the players like, man, this guy's a little different, In fact, here's how different he was. I mean, some of the guys were talking about during the physical that they actually caught this guy. He forgot to take off his nicotine patch.
Oh my. I don't know where I thought this story was going.
I know, it's hard to believe. I mean, we all had the same reaction. as you had. So, it was hard for this guy. So, we get to the hill Friday before the game. He gets up one time. He walks down. He starts walking back to the locker room. He says, I'm done. Strength coach, Al Johnson, another Parkersburg guy, screaming his name. Hey, we got a one-way bus ticket back to New Jersey.
Ooh,
and he just threw it. I know, I gave you a hint. He threw his arm up in the air. He continued walking. He was gone. We never saw him again.
He was done? He never played on the team again?
He was done. Actually, he showed up that next day for the game, and he went home that night. Never set foot back on campus. That's how brutal the hill was. I have seen linemen. By the time they're running 3, 4, 5 times, like they're at a virtual stomp up the hill, like a walk, and they'll raise their right foot up, and it doesn't come back down. They end up rolling down the hill. That's how bad it is.
All right, so this is before the game.
So we're doing it. Yeah, this is the day before the game. We don't know whether we're dressing or not. And this killer workout, we're done. And, I mean, Saturday morning comes. We wake up in the dorm. And, I can barely move. I'm so sore from this workout. I'm brutally sore. So it was a noon kickoff against Boston College. Boston College was very good then. They had Tim Hasselbeck as their quarterback.
Yeah.
William Green was a running back, All-American.
I remember this game, and I remember this game.
Yeah. I mean, it was a beautiful day. Beautiful day.
We were at this game. We were at this game. Section 102. We were at this game.
I can't remember. I remember
we were
the
at
players.
this game.
I don't remember.
Because he ran. William Green ran for like 200 yards that game, right?
Well, we beat him. I mean, he may have. I'm not sure. I know the.
Okay. I'm sorry.
I know. The next year we played him at BC. He went crazy, and they whooped us Rod's first year. So we're walking. I think noon game. I think we had to be at the locker room by 10 a.m. The guys who made the travel squad, they were staying at Lakeview. So we're walking with some of the other freshmen to the field. And, a couple guys are sitting there tailgating near the McDonald's, and they offer us a couple beers. And my roommate Chad's like, no, we're playing today. We can't drink. And the guy gives Chad a look, says, playing, huh? Yeah, it's a long walk from Lakeview. And Chad gets mad, and he looked over at me, and we're with a group of other guys. He says, Matt, he doesn't believe we play.
He got mad.
Oh, he was about ready to approach the guy. He'd be like, no, listen, I'm on the team. Look, he said,
in his feelings.
Buy a program. Look at the program. My name's Chad Lavender, number 57.
I played at Riverside. I lost to Parkersburg in the state championship game.
We called him Hump. His name was Hump. Chad was his name. We called him Hump. So we're like, come on, man. It doesn't matter, all right? And, he's mad. So we're walking. And we get to the field. We go in. And you knew whether you were dressed or not if you had a jersey hanging in your locker. So we got there.
That's dramatic.
And we were dressing. Our jersey was hanging there.
Both of you? Both
nice
of you were dressing?
Yeah, both of us were.
All right.
Nice pair of gold pants. I'm talking helmet shiny, looking good. It was
clean, never been used.
Kickers got, we had our own special shoes,
Okay.
Maybe the other guys, but the kickers, we had our own shoes. So I find Coach P. I'm like, Coach, I'm dressing. He looks at me. This dude was like 70 at that time. And he's like, yeah, I've known you were dressing all week. I just wanted to make you wait for us.
That is tremendous. I love that.
I was like, Coach, what am I supposed to do during warm-ups? And he said, you got to kick to the returners. You got to kick off to the return men so they can get loose. And then I got excited, and then my excitement kind of dissipated a little bit when I realized I'm so sore. I don't even know if I can lift my leg.
Oh, because you worked out the day before. That's right.
The day before. Yeah, the day before. So we go out there. I got loose. I'm warming up. And, you know how it is. It's first game of the year, probably 90 degrees. We're out there. The stadium's not real full. Most people are in the blue lot. Most people are enjoying the sights and everything that comes with the Mountaineer game day.
The greatest experience in college football.
Yeah, it's nothing like it. Nothing like it. So we're warming up. All goes pretty well. And I'll tell you what the coolest part of the day was. The team comes out after the whole team does their warm-ups. We head back into the tunnel to go back into the locker room, and right before the band comes out on the field. And the band is inside the tunnel. This is back when we went through the tunnel, not through the weight room like they do now.
Yeah. And
but the band's on.
You came out through the helmet.
No, that was before the helmet, which I did not like the helmet, by the way.
Okay.
Now, this was straight up tunnel. That's all you need. All you need was the tunnel.
That's all you need.
But, the band was on both sides of us within the tunnel. So they, kind of made their own little tunnel inside the tunnel. And they were playing those drums. Mm-hmm. They were starting it. And, you could just feel the vibration go through your body. You felt it in your throat, and it just went down from there.
It was like a Marky Mark song.
Vibration. It was just insane. I was jacked up. I'll never forget it. And I tell you what, that was probably the moment I look forward to every game. was just walking through that tunnel while the band was playing. The guys are bobbing their head, and I mean, I'm a kicker. I can't do too much trash talking or head bobbing,
Hey, you can talk all you want. What they gonna do to you?
Don't tell
I
them
went
Pat
along
McAfee.
with it, I just did the silent head bob,
Yeah.
So we're in the locker room, at this point before the tunnel. And, David Carter was the linebacker on the team. And that year, he was our vocal leader on the defense. And this guy was nuts. I mean, he would be screaming and just going crazy. I mean, it was borderline crazy, and like half the people were, egging him on. The other half were almost laughing, just the stuff he was saying. I mean, because he just would not be quiet. But every team needs that guy, and I mean,
we've been accused of that before in our life.
Yeah, Chad and I are, we're sitting side by side, and we're just kind of taking it all in. It's just amazing. So we get time for the tunnel to come out. And, of course, me being a young guy, I was like toward the middle of the pack, maybe even the back of the tunnel. And I just can't wait. I just can't wait. The guys are, a lot of the Florida guys at that time, they were 504 Hot Boys. They loved that group.
Yeah, it's 504 boys. Huh? What?
I believe, if I'm right, it was either Pastor Troy or the 504 Boys that had a song at that time, We Ready.
We ready? Yeah.
That song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. And, I mean, they're just going nuts in the tunnel, doing the We Ready chant.
Yeah.
And, it was great, and so they start running out, and I mean, it truly is like, it sounds like a cliche, but it's like everything was in slow motion, no lie. And it's like, your senses are on overload, you're taking in everything, because I mean, when we had came in, the crowd was like half full, and by this time, the whole stadium was rocking, and it was full. So it's like everything was in slow motion. I mean, you see everything going on. You see like the cheerleaders on the side. You see teammates going crazy. I mean, it was just a surreal moment. And so I mean, I'm jogging through. I mean, I'm kind of looking around. I'm looking at the crowd. I mean, like I said, it's your picture perfect day, sunny day. I mean, it's everything you want in a college football game. And the only problem with that, when everything slows down in slow motion like that, and you're taking it all in, like, you become unaware of threats that are around you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there, you just don't realize it because, what's going on, normal day situation, you're walking around and you see something that looks potentially dangerous. You're like, hey, I'm gonna watch out for that. But in that moment, you're just taking it all in. There was a defensive lineman. I can't even remember who it was. It was either Shannon Washington or a guy by the name of Jason Davis. Both of them were good D linemen. And, I mean, he is breaking it down in the corner of the end zone. I mean, I see
dancing?
No, he's doing like your Ray Lewis style breakdown. I mean, he's like stomping it to the left, stomping it to the right. He's doing like a raise the roof type thing with his arms. I mean, he's doing the cutthroat across the neck. I mean, he just got it.
The Ray Lewis.
I mean, he's feeling it. He is feeling the moment, And I see this going on, and it didn't register at the time that I might want to, jog a little farther away from him than what I'm currently doing. I mean, this guy's got hand pads on that are padded. He's got forearm pads on. I mean, he's got the visor on. I mean, he looks the part.
Yeah.
He looks the part. And here I am. I mean, I'm not a little guy. I mean, I was 200 pounds at the time, but I was in my 115-pound kicker shoulder pads.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm running by this guy, looking around. I'm looking at him. I'm looking up. All of a sudden, his left arm comes across his body, and he just punches me right in the middle of the forehead. I mean, I got my helmet on, but it was like, it was a slam. I mean, if you can brace for something.
Yeah.
And be all right. But I mean, I'm jogging, I'm upright for a few minutes, for a few seconds. I mean, he clubs me. I'm talking, it was like a tree falling on my head.
All in slow motion.
Oh, slow motion. Slow motion ended pretty quickly.
You got caught up to speed.
Well, let me tell you something. The field went from like being straight to all of a sudden being a 45-degree diagonal angle. I mean, I wasn't sure if an earthquake happened or if I about got knocked out.
Like, wait. His arms were just flailing out of nowhere and just accidentally connected? Or
he swung it. It was straight up roundhouse style.
Wait, is there any chance like maybe you were at Bent Willie's and you were talking to his girl or something the night before?
No. Hey, listen, I was committed. On Friday night, I was in my dorm room.
I just want to make sure.
No, this was straight out.
Random. It's just random.
I mean, this was roundhouse style punch. Okay?
Like he meant to do
it.
I
mean, here's what's that, buddy?
He said, did he mean to do it?
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know why his arm was.
See, that's the whole thing I'm trying to figure out this whole time.
Wait, so
was it accidental?
Matt, you're telling us he hit you on purpose. Like, he wasn't just doing his Ray Lewis thing. He saw you and was like, I'm going to punch this dude.
Because he's a kicker.
Oh, dude, I mean, he did it on purpose. I don't know if he thought I was going to be excited about it. Headbutt him back or what?
That's the thing I was trying to figure out.
Listen.
I thought this was an accident. I thought this whole thing was an accident.
Nah, you did something. I don't know what you did, but you
did something. You did something, man.
He's 6'4", 300. I mean,
you did something, man.
Listen, you don't do that to the kicker.
No, you don't do that.
All right? I mean, that's something you do to your
over and over
fellow
again.
lineman.
We say it over and over again. No Mountaineer on Mountaineer violence. None. Certainly not running out of the tunnel. Come on, man.
You know, have you guys ever seen the movie The Replacements where that kicker makes a field goal and then Danny Bateman runs out on the field beating the crap out of him? I mean, that's what it was like. Except it was one punch. All right, so to get this, like I said, that field's at a 45-degree angle. I can see my bench, but I couldn't get there. Like, I'm looking, the bench is to the left, and I'm heading toward the middle of the field. Like, I don't know if I'm leaning to the right. Thankfully, there was someone beside me. I don't know who it was. They're like, man, what's wrong with you? And they're nudging me. They're like bumping me back in the direction I'm supposed to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're bumping me. Yeah, we get to the sideline there, and I mean, I took my helmet off. I sat down on the bench.
And that was that.
Oh man, it wasn't good.
Great.
It wasn't. Got a trainer look at me and said, "You all right?"
Nah, nowadays they don't take your helmet.
I thought, there's no way. Because I went and told Chad. I said, man, I just got rocked. And I mean, Chad was taking in his moment. That was his first time running out on the field. He was like, man, what are you talking about? You go see a trainer. I was like, no, I can't go see a trainer. I mean, I'll be the laughing stock of the team to get a concussion while running out of the tunnel. The kicker's got a bad rap as it is.
That's hard enough, man. That's man. I see the whole time when you were telling us, I thought this was all an accident. The change comes the moment you say,
no.
You thought I was gonna get you fired up. Let me punch this dude in the forehead. That'll make everything more exciting for him.
You know, I think he was fully intending on hitting somebody. And I just happened to be the poor soul that was close.
Yeah. You think so? You think that's what he was thinking? I feel like he made it very clear exactly what he was thinking.
Hey, I had eyes on him that next week. You better believe I was making sure I was nowhere near him. All right. Like I said, he hit me short. I can't remember who it was. It was either Shannon Washington or Jason Davis. It was one of those two cats.